We do see the massive battle going on at the front lines. There are force fields being thrown, and then these stalkers are having great micro blinking backwards, and they're going to take out a couple of Mutalisks. They're taking out one Mutalisk, second Mutalisk, third Mutalisk goes down. Ooh, and a lot more Mutalisks spawn right in time, and there are reinforcements for the stalkers, and they are blinking backwards. And there are more and more Mutalisks coming out, especially these Zerglings. Ooh, this could spell trouble for DuckloadRa if he does not move back. And he is actually moving back. He's moving back across the map. He's building some cannons here, and he's trying to run these units back, and he's warping in more units. Maybe we'll see a battle here. This cannon's going up. I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make, as there are a massive number of Zerglings. And he needs some ground forces, not Stalker, to deal with these Zerglings. And these Stalkers blink back. There's only one cannon, two cannon active. But these Zerglings are too quick. They get to surround around the Stalkers. And the Stalkers are going down. All of the Stalkers are going to fall, and additional Zealots come into battle, but I don't think it's going to make a huge difference, as there are way too many Mutalisks around here, and there are only last two surviving Stalkers on one cannon. Oh, and they all go down, and then he does get rid of the Zerglings, but I don't think that's going to make a huge of a difference, because he's going to be able to take down these Zealots no problem with these Mutalisks, and that is a lot of fight in a very short amount of time. This probe is going around, maybe putting down a proxy pylon somewhere, and then DuckloadRa decides to expand. Very interesting choice. I don't know if he's able to defend this expansion, but he's expanding once again. But one advantage he does have is that the MaDFroG player does not know about this expansion just yet. And then we see another battle right here. Archon has actually formed, and he's going to use his Archon against these units. Their Archons are quite good, but then he does get surrounded by the Zerglings. The Zerglings are charging in with the Mutalisks, and no, he's deciding not to go in right now. And oh man, there's going to be able to take down this high yield expansion. It hasn't even really mined anything off of it yet. Additional Dark Templars being warped in, turning into Archons, and we see additional upgrades, ground weapons number 2, and the Zerg players is content to mass up a lot of units. MaDFroG is attacking this pylon, just letting DuckloadRa know that he's there. And another pylon attacking, and then he decides to peel off when he sees the two Archons. The Archons actually do like mini little AoE damage, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if we look at these Nexus, man, I don't think he has been using too many Chrono Boosts. One of them has about 90 energy. You never want to build up too much energy for your Nexus. Use them for upgrades, whatever it is. And here we see a battle, massive battle going down, and the Zerglings actually get us around on the Archon, and the Archon was actually targeting the air units, I believe, and that's what allow him to be taken down so quickly. And these probes are transferring at the wrong time, going to a new base with actually 6 cannons, which won't be too bad. It should do some damage, if not kill off some units. We do see the Mutalisks are actually all alive. One Mutalisk goes down, and the Zerglings don't really care so much. Second Mutalisk, wow, there are simply too many Mutalisks, and a whole bunch of roaches are actually going to spawn for MaDFroG. Some Dark Templar harass. I don't know how much damage this is going to do economically, as he does have the Overseer spawning relatively soon. I think there it is. One Dark Templar goes down, and this Dark Templar is just going to kill an additional roach before he takes a nap forever. Takes a nap in the dirt forever. Additional Archons being warped in. Oh man, additional upgrades, and we do see a Warp Prism, kind of like a dropship for the Protoss player. DuckloadRa, and we'll see what he's going to do. And he actually takes care of this expansion as well as this expansion, so DuckloadRa not looking too good, as he has 2 expansions taken out. I don't think he has enough forces to fight off these number of Mutalisks. That's a lot of, that's almost 20 Mutalisks, that's 18 Mutalisks. They're taking down the pylons, but then pylons are not really the main concern for DuckloadRa right now, as he is quite low on population. He's 55 as opposed to 125. Wow, that is quite a large gap. I don't know why MaDFroG is not choosing to engage. Maybe he thinks that DuckloadRa has some magical pills behind those cannons and pylons. MaDFroG can tend to just sit back and just let DuckloadRa know that he has map control and is destroying the pylon as well as that probe. This Warp Prism does get spotted by the Overlord. The Overlord, I think, doesn't care as much for the Warp Prism, as he did move quite a bit, but not too significantly. But he probably knows something is coming, and we see a Dark Templar moving out across the map. These Mutalisks are moving toward the island expansion to see if he's there with the possibly Warp Prism, and we do see 2 Dark Templars going inside the base. And they're going to take off one probe, second probe, third drone, four, fifth. And we do see an overseer being more right now, but he is able to severely slow down the collection rate. Once that overseer goes up, should be no problem. And the pylon is actually cancelled. 1 overlord, 2 overlord, 3 overlord, 4. And the Dark Templars were wiped off the face of the earth. And here we do see a battle. These Stalkers moving out against these Roaches. The Roaches do not want to engage even though they have an upgrade, whereas the Protoss player actually has a significant higher number of upgrades, 2-1 upgrades, whereas these only have a 0-1 upgrade. Sniping out 1 overlord. The Protoss player really needs to expand, I think, or build up in units. And he's checking out the middle. He's going to take his fire tower, and then the Zerg player, the MaDFroG. MaDFroG takes his tower. It's like, I sit here, you sit there, let's just see what happens in quite a bit. Additional Stalkers coming in. We do see these Mules are going to probably engage with these Roaches. Force fields going down, but these force fields, ooh, he probably needs to get a Guardian shield up. That might actually help him a little better, as these Stalkers are trying to blink away with the micro because they're going to go down like really quick to these many Mutalisks. Wow, that is a lot of Mutalisks. And these Stalkers just running for their lives right now, running in 2 separate paths. Oh man. And then these probes are actually long distance mining, the high yield. As we take a look at the income, we do see about the same income, but a significantly higher income for the Protoss player. I think the Zerg player, MaDFroG, actually forgot to mine from these two things, but he really doesn't need to mine at the moment because he has so much bigger army size, almost 3 times the army size. It's mostly entirely just probes for the Protoss player at the moment. He does have a Dark Templar here, and a Stalker there, and a couple of Stalkers there. I think this is about the end of the game. But man, what an exciting game. A lot of interesting plays have been made. And I think MaDFroG is forgetting to get gas, but I don't think that really matters at this point. He has so much resources. I think a part of the reason DuckloadRa doesn't want to give it is because he has quite a bit of gas. Not so much minerals, but quite a bit of gas. And now we might be able to see the final engagement between these Stalkers and... Wow, that's a lot of units. Between these Stalkers and... Wow, that's a lot of units. That's really bad commentary. So these Zerglings and Mutalisks are chasing down the last 3 Stalkers, 2 Stalkers, 1 Stalker running back, 2 Stalkers running back into his base, and DuckloadRa GG's. Hope you guys enjoy that. And if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. It's ggurface. See you guys next time.